with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Good morning, Angela.
Good morning. Man, I cannot believe this Donald Trump town hall.
I know.
Man, when I tell you he just says anything, the fact that he is still there letting him run, like, you shouldn't be able to. First of all, if you feel like an election was rigged, then maybe you shouldn't run for election if you don't believe in it.
Yeah, you don't believe in the system.
You can't tell people that it's fraudulent, but then I want to go be part of this fraudulent system. Because then can't you rig it for you too? I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would think you wouldn't want to participate.
And the fact that he said that he would pardon many of the January 6th rioters is crazy. Well, he just says anything.
I feel like I used to think that he was just doing it for attention, but I kind of feel like he really believes the stuff that he's saying.
I think that he wants you to believe. There's a thing he has to know.
You think he's trolling?
No, I think that he's trying to manipulate the media.
Okay.
Because it's worked for him for so long.
It really has.
Yeah. And there's people that support him no matter what. And so I feel like that gives him energy like a
And we're always talking
super
about
villain.
him. Like a super villain.
Like, can we just ignore that? He shouldn't even be allowed to do this.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, that's neither here nor there. Today is a Thursday. So, I love Thursdays because Mastery of Comedy is today.
Okay.
That's where we interview different comedians.
Right.
And today, Dean Edwards, who is a good friend of mine. I actually known Dean Edwards I've known him for over 20 years.
You know everyone in comedy. You have this. Were you a comedian in your past life, Angela?
No, but I actually used to promote a comedy show, and he was one of the hosts. It was him, it was Mark Theobald, and it was Todd Lynn. Todd Lynn has passed away, but he and Mark Theobald are still really good friends.
Okay.
Mark was writing for The Last OG, Tracy Morgan show.
Oh, I like that show.
Yeah, him and Tracy Morgan are really tight. So Dean Edwards is in a play. It's called Race, the movie, the play, off Broadway.
Oh, that's an interesting name.
And also Bret Raybould is going to be joining us. He's also a comedian, and they're doing this play together.
Okay, cool.
Yes. So that's happening today. But of course, we always start the show off with Shining a Light. That's where you get to call in and shine a light on somebody doing something positive. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up right now if you just want to shine a light on them, shout somebody out. It could be somebody you know. It could be somebody you saw in the news, somebody you came across in real life. But let's just do something positive today, okay? Because I was a little upset just now. I cannot watch a Donald Trump town hall, but I can read about it, all right? It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
We gon' light the block up. I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes, it's my favorite day of the week, Angela.
I know, it's a Thursday. It's really exciting for us.
Yes.
All right, well, it's time to shine a light on them, somebody doing something positive. And I just want to shine a light on Photos by Dre.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dre. So the other day I had a dinner, and at the last minute he was able to come and do these pictures. But anytime I have something going on, if it's at my coffee shop or wherever it is, he's really great at showing up. I had an event at Chelsea Piers where I was giving, and that's a fitness center,
right,
where we were giving a whole talk about my coffee brand, coffeeupliftspeople.com. But he always does show up. He sends us the pictures. He always has a really good attitude.
He does.
He's very personable.
And he's professional.
And very professional.
Yeah.
I'm going to post some of those pictures today.
Yeah.
But shout out to Photos by Dre. It's not easy to find somebody that could be on time, also be reliable, also that you could call at the last minute and you know that they're going to show up.
And his work is good.
Yeah, his work is good.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Photos by Dre. We appreciate you.
Yes.
I'm the type of person that I don't even think about getting a photographer sometimes until the last minute, and somebody says to me, "Did you get a photographer?" And I'm like, man, I need to do that. All right. Well, again, we are shining a light on people doing something positive, just showing some love. Maybe it'll make somebody's day. And it's time for y'all to shine a light. 800-292-5150. Destiny, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on you.
Oh.
I'm so in tune with Wealth Wednesdays. It's very inspirational. I'm in the process of getting my real estate license.
Yes,
and
me
I'm
too.
always pushing that to better myself. And I always say, when I ever get the chance to talk to Angela Yee, I'm going to say, I need you to call me so we can study together.
Oh, thank you. I love that. What city are you in? Where are you getting your license? What state?
Virginia.
Okay.
When are you planning on taking the test, I guess?
June 15th.
June 15th.
I'm
okay.
taking mine in July. All right, good luck to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was dope.
Yeah, I love that.
Koi, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Yee?
Who you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine the light on Jasmine, my wife.
Oh,
She's so
Jasmine.
loving and outgoing, independent. And I just want to let her know that me and the kids love her.
Oh, that is, so how many kids y'all got?
We got 3 boys.
Wow.
Ooh,
that's
she's a boy mom.
6,
she
and
the
10.
only woman in the house with all these men.
Holding it down.
Well, listen, we actually have a gift for you and the kids and the 3 boys for her for Mother's Day. We have some Born in Roma by Valentino for you.
Oh, that's what's up.
All right, so we want to celebrate her too. Hold on the line, okay?
All right.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light on 'em, brought to you by Born in Roma by Valentino, available at Macy's. So get ready for that for Mother's Day. And when we come back, we have Yeetie, and divorce can be really ugly. We'll tell you about a impending divorce and what is happening, selling luxury handbags. Sometimes you got to get to the money when you know that there's going to be some financial hardships. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to 'em.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the JasmineBrand.com is here.
Good morning, Angela.
And we're doing Yeetie. It's that time. And Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, their son's name has finally been revealed, their baby boy. His name is RZA. RZA Athelston Mayers.
Athelston. Okay.
Yes, is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's what it looks like.
Okay.
And so they have finally revealed the name. I didn't even realize we didn't know the baby's name. We saw some pictures.
You know, we don't know Nicki Minaj's son's name either, right?
They just call him Papa Bear.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
adorable.
Mm-hmm. And so, obviously, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna's dad, Ronald Fenty, they were not revealing the name. Her dad had actually told Page Six, she'll have my head if I tell you. And so there you go. And
Sidebar question. So A$AP Rocky's real name is Rakim. Is he's named after
Rakim. His mom was a big Rakim fan.
Okay, so kind of this tracks for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's dope. RZA.
RZA.
I wonder how RZA feels about that.
Yeah.
All right, now Kim Zolciak from Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, she's getting a divorce. Her and her husband, Croy, they've been married for 12 years?
Okay.
And apparently, behind the scenes, this is something she's been planning for a while. And I'm sure people don't just all of a sudden wake up and say, I want to get a divorce.
Right.
And so, people are saying things could end up getting kind of nasty since they revealed that they're getting divorced. It also turns out they owe the IRS over $1 million in back taxes.
That's a lot of money.
Right. And then she also filed for divorce seeking primary custody of their children and the restoration of her maiden name. And then Croy counterfiled, also demanding primary custody of the kids.
Okay, that might be an issue.
Yeah. So usually when people start filing for like primary custody, that
Right.
that could mean something.
That might be a little bit of an issue.
She's also selling off her luxury handbags.
Okay, let's
And
buy
I'm-
some, Angela. Let's buy some. Go ahead, sorry.
And listen, I don't know if they're selling them if they're worth more.
Okay.
Or if they're going to be a bargain situation.
Right.
But she's always had her closet that she does online, I guess, where she sells things. So
Okay.
I don't know if this is an indication, but they do have that $1 million tax bill. That's not easy. And according to reports, she's also going to be a contender for that Ultimate Girls trip that they do.
That's good to see her on that. You see in here that she's going to be selling some wigs, some of her wigs?
Yeah, she's selling some of her wigs too. So,
Okay, all right.
do you buy other people's wigs?
I do not buy other people's hair.
It feels very personal.
Yeah.
Like a used wig. I don't know if these are used wigs.
Well, I guess I wear extensions and stuff, so that's technically not my hair, so I'm buying someone else's.
Is it real human hair?
I do have some human and some synthetic in here, so
Okay.
maybe I should just buy some of Kim's wigs.
Yeah, you should. I think that look would be nice on you.
I don't think so at all.
I'm going to go look online and see if we can get you one.
Okay.
All right. Now let's talk about 50 Cent. He is doing his final lap tour with Busta Rhymes and Jeremiah. We've talked about that. And he sat down and did an interview with USA Today. And he talked about what that show was going to be like. He said it's going to be a whole new show. Don't expect to see things that he's done in the past. But he also talks about some regrets that he has. Listen to what he said.
It's different because I'm changing the show. It's going to be a whole new show. So it's cool.
What are we going to expect?
I'm excited. Well, I'm going to make sure I hit the things that I missed. Sometimes out of habit, you go to certain records and people loved other things on it.
Yeah.
On the album. So I want to make sure I touch those things before I don't do those records anymore.
Are we going to get any more upside down crunches on the tour?
I don't know if I wanted to do that. I think that was a mistake for the Super Bowl.
Remember when he was hanging upside down?
I do.
It's in the club. That was a famous part of in the club when he was doing those crunches. But he said it was a mistake. He said everybody else walked in regular. The song still went over and they got the trophy too. They all won an Emmy. They got the same thing I got and I had to put myself upside down.
But it's a memorable moment. We all remember that. So I'm glad that he did that.
Well, he's also glad he didn't fall, he said, because people would have made fun of him for years to come.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Most people can't hang upside down, and I'm sure even as you get older, it's even harder.
I know. That was a little attractive. I'm not going to lie.
What, that he could do that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to 50 Cent. I feel like we got to go see that tour. When I was working for Eminem, I ended up going on that tour, the Get Rich or Die Trying tour. He went on tour with Jay-Z, and he also went on tour with Eminem. I went on both of those tours.
You're kind of a legend in this business, Angela.
I didn't perform.
Don't matter. You were there.
All right, well, that is your Yee. And when we come back, we have About Last Night, where we talk about what we did last night, and then y'all could chime in too. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
And last night, well, really during the day, after I left work, I actually went to the DMV.
Okay.
Now, you cannot go to the DMV in New York. I don't know what it's like everywhere else without making an appointment.
Okay.
So I made an appointment, and the reason why I went is my license. One day I had forgotten it. I think I was with you. I was in D.C.
Yep.
And I actually had somebody overnight my license to me, and UPS lost it and never found it.
Right, I remember that.
Okay, remember that I was waiting all day at the hotel. Then I had to leave and catch my flight, and UPS just never found my license. No explanation what happened to it. So
it's just kind of weird.
I didn't have a license at all, but I decided that instead of just getting another replacement to get the real ID.
Okay.
Because I keep hearing these things that everybody has to get a real ID. Do you have a real ID?
I do not have a real ID.
So it was supposed to expire this month that you have to you needed it to travel, but now they've extended it for 2 years. So I didn't even know what it's for or the point of it, but I was like, let me just go ahead and get it out of the way, because they're saying in 2 years, if you don't have it, it's better for you to try to do it now so that you don't have to wait in these crazy lines and delays to try to get it to happen. But it's a law that was passed by Congress in 2005. And so it says it establishes minimum security standards for state-issued forms of ID, like driver's licenses. So once this law takes effect, you'll have to present a compliant ID in order to board an airplane.
Okay, so we'll all need this at some point if we want to travel.
But listen, I did a deep dive. I did a deeper dive to find out what it is.
Where's the deep dive music?
There we go. And so, can you travel without a real ID?
Okay,
right, is the question. For now, yes. Enforcement starts May 7th, 2025. Now, they will still accept older, non-compliant documents at TSA checkpoints, but after the deadline, you'll need a real ID document to travel. But that doesn't mean you need to get a new driver's license. They'll take your passport, and they'll take other IDs issued by the federal government, so they can accept those. But normally, to travel domestically, you wouldn't need to bring your passport, but now...
Okay. So we have until 2025 right now.
May 7th, 2020. And they keep on extending it. I just want to say that, too. So who knows? Maybe they'll extend it again. But I said, you know what? Let me just, instead of getting a replacement, I might as well just go ahead and get this and get it out of the way.
Did you have a long wait at the DMV?
No, because you have to make an appointment. They won't even let you in without one.
Oh, that's good.
And so I was probably there for about 45 minutes. So shout out to them. They were pretty quick. But you do have to make sure you bring a lot of paperwork. And I suggest anybody, no matter where you are, go online and see what paperwork you need to bring in order to be able to go. So I had to bring a utility bill, a bank statement, my passport, my old license, social security card, all of those things.
That's a lot.
All right. And so with these new regulations that are going to be taking place in 2 years, every traveler 18 years of age or older will need a real ID compliant driver's license or identification card, a state issued enhanced driver's license. They have that now too. So first they ask you, do you have an enhanced driver's license? I didn't have that either. Or something else that's TSA acceptable.
I've never heard of an enhanced ID.
Right. Me neither.
All right.
I don't even understand why this is any different, but I guess a lot of people, there's a lot of fraud and things going on. So the things that you need to get the ID is a lot more strict.
Yeah, sounds like it.
All right, so that's what I did last night.
Sounds like fun.
Went to the DMV. There's no getting around it, guys. Sometimes you got to just go into these buildings and get. And then I think certain IDs you're going to need also to get into federal buildings too.
Okay, all right.
So there you have it. All right, now when we come back, we are going to be talking about this topic about divorce.
Ooh.
Now, I hate to say it, but we're at that time now where people are getting divorced, and I have a lot of people really close to me who are going through that process right now. Sometimes it can be really long and drawn out, especially if one person does not want to do it, or if you need a mediator, or if you have to go to court. The best case scenario is if both people agree and they can just not have to worry about, or if you have a prenup and worry about what you split up. But no matter what, I feel like nobody's having an easy time on getting a divorce. One of my friends is having a divorce party.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
To celebrate her divorce, so she invited me to that. But I wanted to see what you guys think, because we're talking about Kim and Croy, Kim Zolciak and Croy, her husband. They're getting divorced now, and some people are saying it looks like it might get ugly.
It does sound like it may, which is good for TV because, you know.
Yeah.
That's what we like.
Yeah, I guess it is.
I mean, it's not good for life, real life.
But we want to know, for anybody out there who's going through it, do you have any tips? Do you have any advice? Or what was your divorce like? Was it simple? How complicated was it? Nobody gets married with the intention of getting divorced.
Exactly.
And so...
But it happens.
Yeah, and it's terrible when it does happen, and for some people it really does cause a lot, tear you apart, especially when you are getting divorced but you still live together. But 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. We would love to hear your stories, and maybe it'll help the next person. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
All right, well, let's see what you guys have to say about that. 800-292-5150. If you've gone through a divorce, we want to hear your stories. Hey, Nicole. How are you?
I am well, thank you.
So you have a divorce story for us?
Yeah, I have a doozy for you. Unfortunately, I've been married 3 times. This will be my 3rd divorce, but this is the one where we have no children, no property. He's uncooperative. He left the state. I couldn't find him. Finally, it's been 10 years, and on June 26th, I finally have a court date to get the ball rolling.
Wow, why is he not wanting to get divorced? It's been 10 years.
Well, yeah, in his mind, he believed that, after some time, I guess what he would say, come to my senses or have a change of heart and get back with them. But no, that definitely was not the case. So I'm finally happy that on June 26th, I have a court date.
Why are you divorcing him?
He was mentally and verbally abusive.
Oh, okay, that'll do
actually,
it.
We were married for only 2 months. After the 2nd month, it was over. We never lived together.
Wow.
It's just crazy from the beginning. But after the 2nd month, I did not do my due diligence to have an annulment, and I let it drag on. So that's how it's kind of my fault.
Oh my goodness! Wow. And what happened with the other
horrible.
What happened with the other 2 marriages?
Oh, the other 2 were easy. The first one, no children, divorce. He agreed, no problem. The second one was my husband. We had 3 children together.
Okay.
Amicable divorce, no problem. It was just this third one that was just, I call him a lunatic. Yeah.
Not a lunatic.
Are you done with Are you done with marriage after this? Are you still?
No, because nobody's perfect, and I know I have my issues, but I want to be married.
Okay.
So I'll do it again.
Okay. Good luck.
Just the right person.
All right. Well, June. What's the date again? June
26th.
June 26th.
All right, June 26th. Let's go. It's a holiday.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome. Thank you, ladies. Have a good day.
You too.
Brian, how are you?
Hey, what's good? Congratulations on the show and everything, too.
Well, thank you, sir. How are you feeling?
I'm doing good. On my way to get a haircut, though. Gotta get ready for the weekend.
What's okay? Yeah, it's today.
Gotta be fresh.
You don't want to wait till tomorrow. It's gonna be too crowded.
Oh, nah. You gotta go early.
All right. So, what's been your divorce experience?
All right, so mine was it was good because I was listening to everything. We was talking about how people go through some rough times. So my ex, she thought she was slick. So she went downtown. We had a property together. She went downtown and took her name off the joint because she thought that, I wasn't going to be able to afford it. I was going to file for bankruptcy and everything like that. And yet and behold, man, that thing went up maybe like 150 in equity, and I'm banking off of that thing. So I had a good little experience. So it was, she messed up. she messed up. Oh yeah, because at first I was thinking, man, what can I do to get her off this thing? I was coming up with some plans because we have to split it half and half. But her being an airhead, she ain't know no better.
Sheesh. Why did y'all get divorced?
Oh, so we initially got together. She had a stepdaughter, right? So I was fine with that as long as I was going to be able to have my own in the end. So yeah, and behold, she came. It was around Christmas time, and then she was like, "Oh, yeah, I don't want to have a baby no more." So I was like, "All right, this is over because I've been taking care of yours for 7 years, but now when it's time for me to pop one for myself, she changed her mind. So she reneged on the contract pretty much. So I just had to bail. And yeah, the only reason why she bailed out, I found out she was going back. She was cheating with her ex-boyfriend before me. So
that'll do it.
So I was like, oh, so this makes sense, but it's all good now because now I got 2 daughters.
Okay.
From my wife, holding me down, and she's number 1 right now.
All right, amazing. You found your person.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right, no problem. Peace.
Hey, David, how are you?
Hello, Angela D. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We're talking about divorce. What was your experience?
My experience was funny because it was an ugly, ugly marriage. It was like a roller coaster. So, of course, I was ready to get out of the marriage. And so was she at the time where she tried to file. But the thing is, she tried to file behind my back and get the divorce, thinking that the courts were going to let her grant her the divorce while, I didn't know anything about them trying to reach me. See, what happened was I moved from my old address that she and I were staying at. And that's where they were sending the paperwork. So I would see her every Sunday in church because we went to the same church.
Oh, no.
And she knew the courts was trying to reach me to let me know about the divorce. But every Sunday, she didn't tell me anything about it. She was going to the court dates. She was going down there to see them at the court.
That's
exactly.
I had the nerve to be coming to church.
Praising the Lord.
Yes. And she told them, I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. And how I know about this is that when I finally got a letter, the post office sent all my mail that was stacked up at the old address. And when I put a new address in, when I got me another place, they sent all the old mail there. And I found out that the courts were trying to reach me. So I went to the next appointment. They said, Mr. Frazier, we've been looking for you. I'm like, what? They said, we've been trying to find you for the last 6 months. What?
Wow.
What
She
you
thought
mean?
that you would just not show up and then she would be granted the divorce because you didn't go to court.
Correct.
All right. Well, thank you.
Exactly.
They call that
Thank you
uncontested.
so much, Angela.
Thank you. All right. When we come back, we have Yeetie, and let's talk about a couple that did work out, and we'll tell you what inspired or who inspired them to actually get married in the first place. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea. Come and get the tea.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Happy Friday Eve, Angela.
Yes, happy Friday Eve. Now, let's start this off talking about Anita Baker and Babyface. So,
Okay.
Babyface was supposed to be doing a show.
Right.
Anita Baker was the headliner. And it looks like he was asked to not perform. He said, I am truly sorry to my fans who have been waiting for us to hit the stage this evening at the Prudential Center. I was asked not to perform in order to give Miss Baker her space and time to perform her show in its entirety. My band and I are extremely sad and we didn't get to perform for y'all tonight.
I know fans were disappointed.
Yes, I love Babyface.
I do too.
He got them hits, baby.
And he can write his tail off.
Now, we did get some inside information as to what happened. Apparently, there was something wrong with the screen. I guess there's a big screen that was on the stage. Now, the doors opened at 6.
Okay.
Concert goers weren't even allowed into the seating area until almost 8 p.m. The show was supposed to start at 7. And then at 9 p.m., nobody had hit the stage yet. And that's when they said there were technical difficulties. And they announced that Babyface would not be performing.
Oh, man.
All right. So Babyface is telling the truth. And I'm sure a part of it is he wanted his fans to know that he wanted to perform.
Right.
He was there. He was ready. But it was matters beyond his control.
First of all, they went in there 2 hours late.
Yeah, but I guess it was a technical thing. So I know people are also coming at Anita Baker and saying that she has a history of X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But it seems like, it wasn't just that. And then I believe that they were asked, well, can Babyface take part of your time?
Cut some
and
of your
she
time
wanted
down.
to do her show in its entirety. So then she ended up not doing that. So
the question is, do fans get some of their money back?
That's a good question, because if you were told this is who's going to be performing and they don't, then I would want to get my money back.
Can I get half off my ticket? Because I got half the show I thought I was going to see.
But it depends on what it says on the ticket. If it says, it's non-refundable,
right,
then I'm sure it's non-refundable.
Okay.
All right. So that's some of the details of what happened. So it doesn't feel like it was anybody's fault. Anita Baker wanted to do her entire set. Babyface, I guess, due to technical difficulties, the show couldn't start.
Okay.
All right. Now, SZA is now fronting the Marc Jacobs pre-fall 2023 campaign. So shout out to her. There's ads that feature her in a series of portraits.
Okay.
It looks really dope.
She looks good.
Yeah. And also, shout out to Taylor Rooks. She's doing the new OVO campaign. So she is doing the women's spring 23 collection.
Ooh, nice.
She posted a picture of herself in a black OVO tank top and then some tube socks and all of that. Shout out to my girl, Taylor Rooks.
It's giving me some 80s vibes with that photo, too. That's
I
cute.
know, right? It's kind of like flash dance vibes. Casanova is asking for prayers prior to his sentencing.
All right.
So he posted June 27th, I get sentenced, keep me in your prayers.
Okay.
So, he went on Instagram and let people know this is going to be happening. So we shall see.
And he has some merch, too.
Oh, he does?
Free Casanova merch from hoodies to tees, $45 to $60.
All right, free Casanova. Janelle Monáe, she was trending yesterday, and that is after a picture of her. Remember those old pictures where the woman has on the Jamaica shirt, she's getting out of the water, it's very sexy. Well, she did something similar to that, and it says pleasure across her shirt, and then it's a little see-through. You can kind of see the nipple.
Free the nipple.
Yes, you can free the nipple. That's why she is trending. And when she was asked at the Met Gala how she keeps her body the way that it is, because she does look amazing.
Okay.
All right. She did say it's Jamaican food and sex.
Well, I do eat a lot of Jamaican food.
What about the second part?
I not having a lot of sex. So
well,
maybe.
Jamaican food and sex it is.
All right, okay.
Everybody get on it.
All right.
All right. So shout out to Janelle Monáe for looking absolutely amazing.
She looks good.
And then Coco and Ice-T. Ice-T recently did an interview where he said that the reason why he decided that he was inspired to get married was, and this was on Damon John's podcast, by the way, The Moment with Damon John.
Oh, dope.
He said he was watching a lot of the Osbournes, and he said, would Ozzy have a mansion if it wasn't for Sharon Osbourne? And he said this woman is running all the tours, running all his businesses, and that's what inspired him.
So it's the fact that he had a team, he felt like he would be better with a team.
No, well his wife.
Yeah, that's a team, 2 people.
Oh, I was like, wait, he had a whole team of
no,
people?
I meant him and his wife like are a duo, like they're a team.
Because women will do that. A good woman and a good man, right?
Will propel you.
It's kind of like how you can complement each other with the responsibilities of the home. So I think the purpose of marriage is to make life easier for both people.
Yeah, that's attractive.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are stories that are flying under the radar. They're not necessarily headline news stories, but we feel like they're very important for you. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
The news, I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Good morning, Angela.
We have a good time at work.
Yeah. Just sidebar really quick. Angela will have plans, and later on after work, I'll be like, are we going? And Angela be looking at me like,
And I just showed her a meme.
Yeah, she showed me a meme of somebody like.
Oh, memes are funny. Some of y'all are geniuses with these memes.
They
I just
are.
want to say.
Yeah.
All right. So under the radar stories. You may not have heard some of these. Maybe you did, but some of them are under the radar. This one I feel like is about to really be huge. Adidas is going to start selling Yeezy again.
Okay. Oh, wow.
This was posted by Yeezy Mafia. Part of the proceeds will go to international organizations. Ye will be entitled to a 15% commission on all goods sold.
Interesting.
Yes. So
will they be sold at a discount, or is this regular Yeezy prices?
Listen, they had millions of Yeezy brand shoes with a retail value of $1.3 billion just sitting in storage. After the sale of them was put on hold with all the controversy that's been around that, their value in the resale market has rocketed since Adidas stopped producing them, with some models more than doubling in price. So the company decided not to donate the sneakers to avoid them from reaching the market in a roundabout way. So even if they donated them, they'll somehow get back into the secondary market and somebody's going to profit from that. So they said it's a smart and a responsible move. That's what Ed Stoner, who was a sportswear industry consultant who previously worked at Adidas, said. And not not only preserves the brand's integrity, but avoids a sustainability crisis.
And Kanye gets a commission.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. And that's their previously agreed commission. So once they sell those, yes.
Okay.
Then he is entitled to that. So don't know if there's any way to get out of it. But this is all, like I said earlier, according to Yeezy Mafia.
Okay, cool.
All right. Now, Hulu and Disney Plus content will be combined in one app, although the services will continue to stay separate. And that's going to be rolling out by the end of the calendar year. For now, this option will only be available to consumers who have subscribed to both services. They said, while we continue to offer Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus as standalone options, this is a logical progression of our DTC offerings that will provide greater opportunities for advertisers while giving bundle subscribers access to more robust and streamlined content, resulting in greater audience engagement and ultimately leading to a more unified streaming experience.
Okay.
Everybody got to figure out how to make money off these streaming services because there's a lot of options.
Do you have Hulu or Disney Plus?
I have someone's Hulu.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you do then. All right. Got it.
I think Disney I got free for a year with my television
I have
purchase.
Disney. I think I have
All
my
right,
brother's
put it
Disney.
on the TV. Don't be afraid.
All right.
Shout out to your brother. We have a lot of his accounts.
Thank
on
you, Jace.
The television. Thank you, Jace.
Yep.
Now let's talk about getting zombied.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to talk about that when we come back. But let's talk about getting zombied, right? If you don't know what that is, we're going to share that with you in a little while. It's the new dating trend. You know, people talk about getting ghosted.
Yeah, I know what ghosted
where
is.
someone just disappears.
Yes.
Well, you can guess what getting zombied is, and we're going to discuss that later to see if any of you have gotten zombied. But we do have the Way Up mix coming at the top of the hour. Plus, we have Mastery of Comedy today. Comedians Dean Edwards and Bret Raybould will be joining us. They have a play, off-Broadway play that we're actually going to go see.
Yes.
Race, the movie, the play. It is Way Up with Angela Yee. Get ready to party with us. Jasmine loves to dance in her seat.
I do.
So I know you're going to be getting it in. And happy Thursday, your favorite day of the week. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Happy Friday Eve, Angela.
And I saw this morning Robert De Niro and his partner Tiffany Chen, a picture of their baby that they just had is, you can see a video of that on CBS Mornings.
Okay, how's the baby look?
If you're cute, you want to see her. There's the baby.
Oh, look at your baby.
Gia Virginia Chen De Niro.
Oh, look at your baby.
Yeah, the baby's like a month old, and so he told Gayle King that they are over the moon and that they definitely plan to have her.
Okay, congratulations, Papa.
Yeah, so that was planned. What did we say? He's 79 years old,
and the baby
and Tiffany
mama
Chen is, I think, 46.
Okay, so we both have some older mama and an older daddy.
That's right. So congratulations to them again. Now, speaking of news, GMA3 have named their new co-anchors since Amy Robach and TJ Holmes have moved on.
Okay.
They posted on their page, "Good morning, America. All it takes is one move from God. Just one. It's official." Network news anchor. And that's DeMarco Morgan, Eva Pilgrim, and also medical correspondent Dr. Jennifer Ashton, who formerly co-hosted with Robach 50 and Holmes, who's 45 years old. She will remain with GMA3.
Cool.
All right, so congratulations to them. It is official.
I love seeing another black man on TV.
Always.
Yep.
All right, now a lawyer for Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend, Erica Herman, is alleging that she has more details about sexual harassment claims against Tiger Woods, but she says the NDA is what's keeping her silent. So the judge is now trying to decide whether or not to void that NDA that Tiger Woods has, that Tiger Woods' ex, Erica, has purportedly signed. She's saying that he sexually harassed her in their relationship, and that could invalidate the agreement. And Tiger Woods is saying that their dispute needs to go into private arbitration.
I bet. I wouldn't want my stuff out there either. But the messy part of me would like to know what happened. So let's get rid of this NDA, folks.
Yeah, and would you date an NDA would you sign an NDA to date someone?
If I really cared about them, I would.
All right.
What about you?
Would I sign an NDA?
Yeah.
I don't know. That feels so. Nobody's ever asked me to do this. I've never been in that position.
Me neither. I've never really dated anybody.
Have you ever made somebody sign an NDA?
No.
Because they say that when you get in a certain position, you should make sure that people around you aren't running their mouths about
Angela,
your private business.
You should have one.
Yeah, people tell me that all the time, that when I hire people, I should make them sign NDA.
100%.
Now, I don't think I would date somebody. I'm not at that level where I need to have somebody sign an NDA. But Tiger Woods,
listen,
I could see why.
Angela, you got some tea, so let's not. Come on now.
We got some tea, baby. You're going to be around a lot. You're going to see a lot. All right, Little Meech, he was arrested at a Fort Lauderdale Hollywood airport after an unloaded firearm was found in his luggage, and he could not provide a license for that firearm. I don't know if he has one and just couldn't provide it at that time, but there's a video, actually, of his arrest.
Looks like there's firearms in it.
Sir, listen, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. They left that in my bag, sir.
Well, and until then, I have to put you in handcuffs until we figure this out.
Can I call my mom or somebody?
We'll do that after.
Okay.
All right? Just turn around for me. Be cooperative.
I went to private school. I'm a good kid, man.
I'm not saying you're bad. Have I mistreated you or anything?
Not at all.
But you understand the severity of what is occurring, right?
I would never do this. I fly every week. I have a premiere. I'm an actor. That's why I have a big chain. Me and 50 Cent have a TV show.
Okay.
Sir, this will ruin my life.
Do you have a concealed weapons permit?
No, sir, but I've never.
Don't show it work.
What would Big Meech say?
Listen, when he said, "Can I call my mom?" I'm like, "Oh, he is scared." I would try to call my mama
like,
too.
Look, I'm not trying to be embarrassed.
I'm a good kid.
But usually things like this aren't that big of a deal. People forget, you know.
But it's got to be scary though. Like, you know, if it never happened to you before.
He was supposed to just be like,
"Nah,
all right, you got it."
Nope, that's not what happened. And then they released the footage. It was a little comical. I'm not gonna lie.
He said, "I'm a good kid, private school."
We were both looking at each other like, ooh.
What would you do?
That. Exactly what
I
he
went to
did.
private school. I just got an alumni award.
I'd be like, I'm on this radio show with Angela Yee.
Don't throw my name in
Oh,
nothing.
yeah, 100%. Because they might be a fan of your show.
If they call me, I'm going to be like, take her in. All right, Jay-Z and Yo Gotti, the trailer is out now for their Exposing Parchman Prison documentary. They're talking about the injustices of the corrupt Mississippi correctional system. It's a new documentary for A&E, and here's that trailer.
People losing their lives and being covered up.
The last time I talked to my son, he said, "Mom, I'm not going to be able to make it."
People are living in a place that was built for them to suffer.
A former plantation that had a history of slavery.
My son did wrong, but he's a human.
If this was an animal shelter, people would be going to jail.
Every action that we take is all to get justice for these families.
Well, hopefully this is going to help that situation. They've been under intense scrutiny in this penitentiary for failing to provide adequate living situations for inmates. Prisoners have lost their lives due to homicide, hanging, and untreated illness.
Okay.
Right. Again, they are humans.
And when is this premiere? June 17th?
June 17th at 8 p.m. on A&E.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, let's talk about this thing we discussed earlier. I see it's been really big on TikTok. Zombieing. Have you ever been zombied or have you ever zombied somebody? It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the back. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes, I'm present.
I'm not just any brand.
I'm my own brand.
That's right. And we were talking about zombieing. Now, this is not anything new, but on TikTok right now, it's gotten really popular. Now, why is it so popular right now? Because cuffing season is about to end.
Oh, yes. The weather's breaking.
Yes, so that means a lot of people just stay together when it's cold out. They need a warm body next to them. They don't want to be outside like that. But, you know, when the weather breaks, it's 80 degrees in New York today.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's time to be back outside. And that's when people get zombie. Well, this is how zombieing happens, right? It's like ghosting, except that the zombie comes back. So basically, somebody just disappears after dating you, and then they pop back up later like a zombie.
But would they be... why would they pop up now?
Well, they might have popped up because of the weather change during the winter.
Okay, maybe they had somebody else.
And then now they ghost you again, and then maybe they pop. But yes, there's a lot of different reasons. Sometimes there's no explanation at all.
Okay.
Have you ever zombied somebody? Pop back up?
No, but I've ghosted. I don't know if I've popped back up. Maybe. Let's say I did. I don't know.
You know how we always say when somebody breaks up and a guy does that, they're like, he'll be back. They always come back. That's like a zombie.
Okay, well, yeah, that's happened to me.
That's what guys are, you're like, I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, I think I've done that to someone before.
Now, I did a deep dive, and psychiatrists are talking about what should happen if you've encountered a zombie.
Okay,
right?
what should we do?
What happens next? So if you're open to letting them back in, proceed with caution. That is what they say. Really think about whether you want to be in a relationship that's going to be more one-sided, where you'll be left wondering what happened each time, because it can really play tricks on your feelings of self-worth.
Yeah.
All right. And they said it could be a toxic dating experience. So if somebody is a repeat offender, then they said nail that coffin shut for good. But if it's something that maybe just happened one time and you need an explanation.
Yeah. I think that's good sound advice, too.
Yeah. Have you ever let a zombie back in?
I don't know. Have you, Angela?
Has somebody ever disappeared? Yeah. You know, I think it works if you didn't care that much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like if obviously your boyfriend or girlfriend cannot zombie you because you're like, what happened? But if it's somebody that you kind of were casually dating and then they disappeared and then they pop back up, maybe you didn't really care and you're like, all right, I want to go back outside too.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
So you've never done that though, like never disappeared and then came back?
I think maybe I have.
Usually the reason is somebody got back together with their ex or met someone. Right?
Yeah, okay.
If somebody zombies you. As a matter of fact, that did happen to me. Now that I think about it, one of my ex-boyfriends, it was early on in the relationship. I remember we met and started dating in November, and then around Valentine's Day, he disappeared.
Okay.
And then turns out he got back together with his ex. I found out because she let me know.
Of course she
I didn't
did.
even know her. She went through his phone.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
And then they ended up breaking up, and then he came back. But
Angela, has that happened to me? Because I don't really know. Or have I done that?
I think it's a pretty common thing, but I don't think it's happened with anybody serious. I feel like it's a normal thing that happens. Like people disappear and come back.
Right.
And if you let them back in, that's on you.
Yeah.
But you have to also know when somebody's not worth it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You can't let somebody keep on doing that to you. And then I agree with what they said. Just be cautious.
Yeah.
If somebody zombies you and then comes back,
or at least have a conversation like, "Yo, what happened? And why are you coming back now?" I mean, you can say it in a different way, but
are you here for a long time or a good time?
Yeah, good.
That's what you need to ask.
Let me know. I would like to know. Let me in on it.
And then ghosting, I think, is the more popular thing, though.
Yes.
And have you ever been ghosted?
So ghosting is when
they just disappear
completely,
and I call that fading out, fade to black.
Angela, you like a fade.
I will just disappear.
You like a fade.
That's people who are non-confrontational. Like sometimes you're like, I don't even want to discuss what happened. Let me just move on.
Yeah, I think it's probably happened to me, and I probably know why.
Well, you want to explain?
Well, probably because they got back with their ex or something.
Okay,
you know
and
what
they
I mean?
just disappeared.
Yeah.
All right, and that's understandable. And I think it is nice when people can give you an explanation. If they're like, look, I know things are cool. I really like you as a person, but I am getting back together with my ex. Just let somebody know.
Just ghost me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I want to know that.
I'd rather somebody tell me so I can just be like, all right, cool. Well, good luck to you guys. I respect that.
Yeah. No, I'm not that mature.
All right. Well, when we come back, we do have, it is Mastery of Comedy. It is a Thursday. So we do have two comedians who are going to be joining us today. Dean Edwards, who is a good friend of mine. And he actually used to be on SNL.
Yes.
Quite a while ago, but he also writes. And he is in this play. It's an off-Broadway play. It's called Race, the movie, the play. And then Bret Raybould, who actually wrote this during the pandemic. And he's a white guy, by the way,
white guy.
Just for clarity. And Dean is black. So as you can imagine, something like this play will, I think it's like a spoof off of stuff like the Greene book. If you saw that, maybe
spoof off of some of the race movies, or
slave movies like 12 Years a Slave and all of that. So a white guy did write this, all right? So let's put that out there right now. But I do want to go see it because I heard it's really, really funny, but it also makes you think. And that's what I like, comedy that's funny, but also makes you think.
Yeah.
Again, it's a Thursday, Jasmine's favorite day of the week. It is Mastery of Comedy, and we do have that coming up. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now I'm back at it.
You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
I'm looking at this. Lupita Nyong'o, she posted a picture of herself yesterday, and she shaved all her hair off. And she posted it, and she said, happy without hair. I like it.
I do too. You have to be confident for this.
You actually also have to have a nice shaped head. I'm so nervous. I'm not going to lie, I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, I wonder if I could shave all my hair off, because I feel like people who have the right face and the right shaped head look really nice.
But here's the thing. I feel like women say that a lot. Like, oh, if I want to cut my hair, I have to make sure my head shape is okay. But guys, have all these crazy head shapes, and they still are okay with it, and they're confident in their short hair.
Well, some of them don't have a choice.
They don't.
In all fairness, some of them, the hairline.
You know what I like about short hair with women? I feel like it brings more attention to your face, and it really shows how beautiful your features are. Like, I feel like we cover our face up with our hair, myself included.
Yeah, I was like, that's why I have mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember when Tiffany Haddish shaved her head? Mm-hmm. And then I feel like Amber Rose, I know people were doing it before that, but it definitely increased, and she looks really nice.
Amber Rose with the short hair?
I actually like her better with that short hair than when she has longer hair. Like, she's put on wigs. I think she looks...
I like Amber Rose better with short hair. And then remember, I mean, she didn't cut it this short, but remember Halle Berry back in the day always wore short hair.
And then guys would be like, I like long hair, but then they see Halle Berry or Amber Rose and they're like, actually.
Right, maybe I don't.
Yeah, so I'm looking at like all these different pictures of people because I feel like I have like bumps on my head.
See, I have the biggest forehead in America.
No,
so
you don't.
I do.
And I've seen bigger.
Okay, well, it's top three. Top three big foreheads.
It's big.
Yeah, it's big. So you think about me with short hair.
I'm kidding.
It is big. My forehead's big. So this wouldn't be flattering on me.
All right.
Because you would be like, oh, why is her hairline all the way back there?
I feel like there's like some bumps and ridges on my
Angela
head.
is literally touching her scalp right now, trying to see if she has bumps on her head to see if she can do short hair.
That is, we actually have some fun things about to happen.
Okay.
While I'm feeling my head.
All right.
Dean Edwards is here and Bret Raybould. They're both comedians and they have an off-Broadway play called Race, the movie, the play. But they're really funny. And we're going to reveal some things I bet they don't even know about each other.
Ooh.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
This is Mastery of Comedy. On Way Up with Angela Yee.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. And Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
We are here today. By the way, Dean is a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
But you guys introduce yourselves.
Yeah, what's up? This is your man, Dean Edwards.
This is real voice.
Yeah. Hi, this is Dean Edwards. This is Dean Edwards, comedian, actor, writer now, producer, and co-star in the play Race, the movie, the play, playing at the Soho Playhouse, and I'm sitting here with co-writer and also creator of this brilliant project, and also co-star Bret Raybould. Talk to
Yo, what up,
Bret.
everybody? All right, it's not my real voice.
That's different.
trying to deepen it for radio. Yo, what up, y'all? No. Hey, my name's Bret. I co-wrote and co-star in Race, the movie, the play with Dean, comedian in New York, and I'm just so happy to be here.
Now, Race, the movie, the play. I want to go see that. I saw that you guys just started. Maybe how long ago was it? Like a week ago?
We started last week. We started we're at Soho Playhouse all month. Is off Broadway. We ran last year during the New York Theater Festival.
Okay.
Sort of to test the waters, and we wound up selling out all our shows, and we wound up winning Best Actor. Bret won Best Actor.
Oh, nice.
I got nominated for Best Actor, but I'm happy that if I didn't win, he won.
Okay.
And we also won Best Original
Best Script.
Best Script.
And we were disqualified for Best Show because we ran long because we were getting so much laughter and applause.
Oh, that's
So
great.
they said, you can't win Best Show. And we're like, that's all right. We'll take the applause
When
and
are
the
we
laughs.
going, Jasmine?
Yeah, we need to go.
Yeah.
What are the dates? How long is this going?
We're running until the end of May 27.
Okay. We got a little bit of time.
Yeah, we have Wednesday through Saturday, so May 17th through 20th, and then May 24th through 27th. We have 10 more shows. Last week we sold out a couple, and people, you know what's beautiful about this show is the fact that we're tackling some serious subjects with race and equity, but we're doing it in such a funny way that people, it's the spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. I don't think people realize until they walk out of the theater,
What they learned.
this was funny, but it was so smart.
Well, Bret, tell us about Race, the movie, the play, and what it is, because I was trying to understand from reading it, and it's kind of a spoof on all of these different movies.
Yes.
That deal with like the driver.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell us.
Absolutely. It is like a spoof of all of those cheesy
Like
race movies.
The Green Book.
The Green Book, Hidden Figures, The Help, Django, 12 Years a Slave. All of those movies, it just parodies all of them. So picture kind of like Scary Movie, but for like those like white savior films. I play one of the characters whose name is Wyatt Savior, and I am tasked. Yeah. And I'm tasked with driving around this brilliant black musician named Genius.
That's like the Green Book.
Yeah, exactly. I'm essentially, he's playing Viggo Mortensen's character, and I'm Mahershala Ali's character.
Okay.
But we goof on everything. I mean, there's some of everything, from The Help to Driving Miss Daisy.
Because somehow the white person's always the savior.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. But that's Hollywood movies. They're like, well, the white guy's got to save the day. I know that needs to happen.
Right.
So it sounds like it's like smart but funny and entertaining and but conscious kind of.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's conscious without being
it's not
forward
it's not pretentious.
Okay. Bret, what made you think of this?
Well, I co-wrote it with one of my best friends in comedy. His name's Christian Duran. He's also the director of the show. And honestly, it stemmed from a joke Christian and I had together.
What's
just
the
a
joke?
one-liner joke.
See, I'm uncomfortable.
Jasmine,
I'm already
this is
uncomfortable.
not Jasmine Brand approved.
Right.
No.
Well, here, I'll say that the original name of the idea, the original name of the script was called Not Another Slave Movie.
Okay.
Right? Because that's what it was. It was
Right.
like there was we've constantly, even when Will Smith, came out with that movie where he was like, yo, this movie, it's not about slavery, it's about emancipation. You like, it's emancipation of slaves,
Yeah, there's no way you can have emancipation without slavery.
Right. And so, because a lot of black folks, we like,
we're tired of slavery.
We get
Everybody's
it.
like, we're tired of these slave movies.
Right, and so we were too. So they did a great job saying, how can we goof on these and also goof on the fact that even in these movies that are based on slaves, you find a way to make Brad Pitt the savior.
Right.
Exactly.
And so they flip it on its head and really turn the mirror back at the audience that doesn't recognize the fact that I was nominated originally for a New York Theater Festival. I was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Ooh. And we were like, y'all missed the point.
Yeah.
But maybe
it kind of was
speaks
the point.
to what you kind of discussed.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, life was imitating art in that regard, and it was like, it's so weird because Dean's character is the main character of the show. That's the entire point.
But somehow he's the supporting actor.
More lines, more scenes.
It's a reflection of what,
right.
what it kind of is.
We are talking to comedians Dean Edwards and Bret Raybould. Right. And Dean, let's dig into your history a little because we've known each other for a super long time. He just told me his daughters are in college.
Yeah, I remember when, back when we were little babies. Man. And you and I go back decades now at this point, right? But we still look good. People like, people like, how old y'all? Don't worry about that. We look good doing what we do. And Ye was around when I first got SNL way back in the day, and on the previous show you were on, y'all showed me a lot of love on there whenever I was doing road gigs, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And for you guys right now, there's also a writer's strike going on, and you're both writers, so where does that leave things for you, and what are your thoughts?
Well, the challenge is actually another good friend of ours, Mark Theobald, is my writing partner. I worked on season 2 of Tiffany Haddish Presents They Ready.
I saw that.
Yeah, we were looking at that.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad. Y'all could check it out streaming on Netflix right now. And so Mark and I are working on something with She Ready with Tiffany's company, but it's on hold right now because of the writer's strike. So producers, come correct. In the last decade, the amount of money they made in the billions is almost 4 times the amount of money that the streamers have earned. It was $5 billion and now it's nearly $20 billion.
Sheesh,
and the writers, including inflation, have lost 20% of
right,
their
and they're not
earnings.
getting residuals either on streaming services like they would. Let me ask you guys this. Roland Martin was here the other day, and remember what he said? He said, now you can see with all of these late night show hosts, he said they shouldn't need writers, and they should be able to continue with that. What are your thoughts on that?
There's truth to that, being that I was cast members with a few of them, with Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers, who are funny cats, but it also reinforces that writers aren't necessary.
Yeah. But would that be wrong for people who could continue the show without their writers to just go on ahead and be on the air? Or do you think they need to stand in solidarity?
I think stand in solidarity because you are part of a union.
I disagree. I'll take any job that comes my way. Your boys.
You're such a white man.
This interview is done, Jazz. How could you go there? I just want to stand with the capital at the top. You gotta speak for the 1%, if you guys don't mind. We need entrenched privilege to stay entrenched.
No, you better clean it up and say, "Nah, I'm just kidding."
I'm just kidding, everybody.
By the way,
These
great
are sad.
promo. Let's lead with that.
Oh God, yeah. That clip defines me.
Yeah.
I know with my face, you look like that's what he
Put
would
that on
believe.
TikTok.
We need the job creators to be, they're suffering if they don't have many millions, and they just have many millions. Like
that's a problem.
That's a bummer, right?
All right, Dean Edwards and Bret Raybould are here. They are comedians. Race the movie, The Play, is playing right now off Broadway. When we come back, we have some more. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
This is Mastery of Comedy on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here with me. We also have a friend of mine, comedian Dean Edwards, alongside Bret Raybould. Now, Bret, we have to ask you this, okay? In doing our research on you, it appears that you were like selling rags.
Oh, snap. Oh, my God. Oh,
Explain yourself.
Listen,
I don't even know what a rag is, so all I hear is.
It is exactly what it sounds like.
Explain yourself.
Explain myself. Yeah, no, I mean, fell in hard times. And
Literally.
no, my brother and I fell in crusty times. No, my brother and I launched a startup called Rags, where we quite literally sold rags for. It was engineered by NASA scientists,
Okay.
obviously.
So they tried it.
Obviously.
So, yeah, and not only am I the founder, I'm also a proud user of rags. But no, it was my brother and I. It was just this comedy bit. We'd sell them at merch at shows, and we actually sold a lot. We sold out of rags. And during the pandemic, when one of my best friends, actually, he works in textiles, so he was able to just like make it super easy for us.
Okay.
And he's Pakistani, and has this like sweet Pakistani aunt. Who, when he
Where's
told
this
her
going?
about putting,
Okay.
when he told her about putting in the order for rags, she wouldn't say it. God bless her. She would go, the naughty rags.
Naughty rags. I like that.
Naughty rags. So no, but unfortunately we're on current hiatus, but they will return as I know there's demand.
Yeah. I want you to bring the rags onto Shark Tank. I want to see. I want to hear Mr. Wonderful and Lori and Damon John's take on how.
I would go with Damon because I'm like, you've worked in textiles before.
Right.
It's your arena.
He has the pitch ready.
Yeah.
This is for Damon's John.
I would say.
That was good, Angela.
Thank you.
That was good. That was great. Yeah, we want 5% of the company, and you give us $10 million.
Now, Brett, what was your first big break when you were like, all right, this is...
I would say getting Dean to be involved in the show. I'm not even just saying that. No. I'm being that's not even a joke. I would be completely honest. Because let's say one thing that's a fact. If Dean wasn't in this production, I wouldn't be in this room talking to you right now.
Okay.
Because Dean...
That might be accurate.
I know. Yeah.
Might be accurate.
Right? No, and I mean that.
Nice.
I mean that completely
Was Dean
sincerely.
your first choice for that?
Yes, he was. I'll just say on air, if you type in the promo code "I live here," tickets are $20 for an off-Broadway show.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen,
nice.
and that's
Yeah, we
because
can do
we
that.
want people to come.
We're
who
fine. We can pay.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't know I said that out loud.
Speak for yourself, Jasmine.
Hey, everyone
know my
loves a
situation.
promo code.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But also the tickets are not like his promo code is giving you essentially 50% off. Like
Right.
the
They're
tickets are
$40,
$40.
right? Yeah.
Right.
So it's not an expensive show.
Yeah.
If you take your family to the movies on a weekend, you're spending less money going to see our show.
Yeah.
Well, Mano said he buys kids tickets instead
that's
of buying
dope.
the adult ticket to the movies.
Oh, wow.
And he said they don't check it.
You know, it's not, I do the
They
same
don't take
thing.
Mano?
I do the same thing. When I buy a ticket,
That's
I
so
get the
Brooklyn.
senior. I buy the senior price. And if
so
I've been
Brooklyn.
called on it, and he goes, "You're not a senior," and I said, "Senior in college." And he was still like,
No. Oh, so they caught you?
And then just to the guy, I go, "Hey man, here's $2 more there. I paid the price. You take the tip. Take it
Here's
as a
the
tip."
$2.
And he goes,
Let's
"All
not
right."
make this a big thing.
Yeah.
Were you on a date or were you...
No, doing
damn.
that.
That would have
That'd be hilarious.
No, thank
be
God,
so
no.
embarrassing.
Hilarious.
Thank God I wasn't on a date. I went to the movies solo.
Could you
for that.
imagine his girl sitting there like, I could have given you $2 extra.
It's good content.
Be like, how old are you?
Word up.
Yeah.
No white don't crack.
I'm the youngest one.
Dean
Yeah.
hasn't had to worry about dating in forever.
Nah,
so.
we've been together long.
Yeah, at all.
Long long time. Yeah, but still, you still got to pay. You know,
Your wife would probably think it was funny if you did
No, my wife is so what are you doing? Why are you trying stop being slick. Stop trying to be slick. My wife is also British Jamaican. I don't want people like, why do you give her an accent? Where'd this accent come
She's
from?
from the Bronx.
Right.
You know,
what is the ultimate goal for Erase the Movie, the play?
Absolutely. I mean, first off, we're continuing this amazing off-Broadway run. Then we're going to get to a bigger stage. And the ultimate goal is to turn Race the Movie, the play into Race the Movie, the play, the movie.
Dean, are you working on an hour special now? I know you did Tiffany's Day Ready.
Yeah, we did the joint with Tiffany, and I'm always working on my hour. But the goal with the project I'm working on with Mark is to sell that show, because then the show that we are working on, which I know is a banger, once we sell this show, then going back to Netflix and saying, all right, boom, now let me do the hour special. I'm always working at the comedy clubs. Like I said, I'm at Yonkers Comedy Club this weekend. I'm always at the Comedy Cellar, Gotham Comedy Club, New York Comedy Club in the tri-state area, and always on the road.
Dean's been a master at this for a very long time.
Thank you.
But Bret Raybould, thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure, and I know we'll see you again, and we are going to come see the play, and that's our word. And we're going to, on the air, we'll let you guys know what day we're coming, so everybody could try to come that day too. And Dean Edwards, always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you, I love you. Really,
and congratulations.
Really
and I can see the website is racethemovietheplay.com. Great promo. That you have it on your shirt.
Yeah, great Listen, I had to put my self-promotion fit on. I'm not above just wearing a shirt with the logo. You know what I mean? I don't need to look good. I need to sell tickets.
I know that's right. And the tickets are inexpensive. Y'all come out. Make sure you check out the show, Race the Movie to Play. Brett, what's your social media, son?
Just at Bret Raybould, BRETRAYBOULD. And racethemovietheplay.com or at Soho Playhouse's website.
Soho Playhouse.
Thank you so much for all the support.
And I'm at I am Dean Edwards, because that's who I am. Boom.
That's right. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee. If you have any questions, you can call us up right now. 800-292-5150. It's Way Up.
I go. Hey, everybody, access. Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. You should know. This is Ask Yee.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
I have like the giggles today. We've been having fun.
You've been giggling. You're a weirdo, Angela.
I was looking at some Instagram filters. I put it on Jasmine's face, and she screamed.
It was a scary filter.
Yes.
It kind of threw me off.
Should I post it?
Yeah, you should.
Okay, I'm going to post.
But you should post yourself first.
Okay. All right. So now it's time for Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number, and we have a voicemail. Remember, we told y'all you can use that number to leave a voicemail, 800-292-5150. We can answer your questions from there. You can make it on to Last Word. You can shine a light on somebody. You can weigh in on one of the topics. So here is today's Ask Yee.
Hi, it's Melly Mel. My question is, do you guys feel like it's okay for a man who is in a relationship and we have a child together to tell his other baby mama Happy Mother's Day and buy her gifts also? Let me know what you guys think. I think it's inappropriate, but everybody else might have a different opinion. Just let me know.
Okay, well, Mother's Day is coming up.
Right.
And Mother's Day is for mothers.
It is.
And she is the mother of his child and hopefully doing a fantastic job at being a mom and being a co-parent, even though he's with you. And so I can understand if you feel a little insecure about their relationship. And usually on Mother's Day, the gift is from the child to the mom, too, if they're not together anymore.
Right.
So I believe, as a matter of fact, I think it is a great gesture for a person to buy the mother of their child a gift. And if you feel weird about it, maybe the gift comes from the kid.
Yeah, I 100% agree with it. I have a child, and if I was dealing with someone that had a child, I would think that they would, at a minimum, tell the mom Happy Mother's Day and also get a gift from the child or themselves. I think you should
if you want to,
celebrate whoever is taking care of your child or helping raise your child. I don't think it's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, if y'all not beefing with each other, but even if you are, he should still buy her a present and just make it from the child instead of from him.
And I think that's attractive, to deal with a man that cares about the mother of his children and that child in that way.
Yeah, like, okay, so you're not with the father of your child, and I'm sure he's going to get you something for Mother's Day.
Yeah, I would hope so. If you're listening, please.
Oh, yeah. What do you want? Since he might be listening,
I don't know. Just
put it out there.
Just give me a property, or I'm just
a
joking.
property.
Just joking. No, but I don't need anything grand.
Now, if he buys this other woman a property, then there's some issues. Okay,
and you ain't got. Yeah, that's a lot.
There's some issues, and I think it depends on what the present is too. But
yeah,
it should be something that, yes, I do believe that
it could be just flowers.
If you have a child with somebody, get them something.
Yeah,
and
small.
Don't stress him about it. He's not going to spend the day with her. He's not taking her out. It's just a little gesture. Thank you for being a mother and co-parenting.
That's your man, girl.
Yeah, that's your man.
Yeah.
And he'll think it's attractive if you're supportive too. Help him pick it out.
Men like secure women too.
Help him pick out the present.
Yeah, that's something Angela
Make
would
it
do.
an ugly color. No,
okay. All right now.
All right, well, that was your Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. And when we come back, we have your last word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. We made it through Thursday. You know what that means.
What does that mean, Angela?
It means it is almost the weekend.
Yeah, okay.
Tomorrow's Friday, and tomorrow we actually are heading out to Atlanta for the Strength of a Woman Festival.
Yes.
So shout out to Ashana who puts that together, and Mary J. Blige, that's her festival. It's also Mother's Day weekend.
It's going to be a nice weekend in Atlanta.
I just was talking to Janae. Janae works at Boss in Atlanta, and she was telling me that it's really muggy though.
Ooh, okay.
She's very humid in Atlanta right now.
Okay, so wear your curls. Don't wear your hair straight. Not that you ever do.
I know. I haven't worn my hair straight. I was just saying that. I haven't worn my hair straight in I feel like in years.
So it's going to be muggy. Okay, I got to figure out what I'm going to wear.
I don't know what my hair even looks like straight.
We haven't done that in a long time.
I'm going to straighten it next week.
Okay.
And see how that looks.
All right.
This is just so nice.
Where are we going to eat in Atlanta?
That's your main thing.
Yeah.
Because we actually get to Atlanta tomorrow.
Okay.
Why don't y'all hit us up and tell us where we should go eat? You know, I always like to go to Toast on Lennox, but that's more like a breakfast brunch
thing,
type of place.
Where should we go for dinner?
Where should we go for dinner in Atlanta tomorrow?
Yes.
I remember in my early days going to Atlanta, you know what my spot was?
What?
You know what I'm going to say.
Angela, what are you going to say?
Ruth Chris.
Okay, I mean, it's still
Ruth
good.
Chris.
It's still, it's
I
mixy.
still like Ruth Chris. And they bring the chicken out, it'd be sizzling.
It's mixy.
With the cheese and the spinach or whatever inside. Amazing.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to think, where do we go for dinner?
Give us some, hit us up and give us some suggestions on where we should go for dinner in Atlanta. Yeah.
I forgot the name of this place. I went there though, and they wouldn't let me in because I had on a hoodie to eat during the day. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I should have said I know Jasmine from the Jasmine brand.
I don't. Who that?
But yeah, so shout out to everybody that's going to be out there. Mary J. Blige is actually performing tomorrow night.
Nice.
Lauryn Hill is performing. But we are going to be having a really fun, amazing panel. And it's going to be all about relationships. It's lip service.
Okay, cool.
If y'all haven't never heard the Lip Service podcast, make sure you guys listen to that too. That's a fun time.
It's spicy.
We just recently had Suki Hana was just on.
Ooh.
We had a really good conversation. I like her.
She's colorful and she's honest.
Yeah, refreshing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys always have the last word. Y'all are refreshing and honest and colorful. And shout out to Dean Edwards and Bret Raybould for joining us today to race the movie, the play. Make sure you guys check that out. And I know earlier we were talking about divorce. A lot of different people try to get through. They have their own stories that have to do with divorce. And not surprising because damn near half of America will end up getting divorced. All right. So you guys, last word, 800-292-5150.
Hello, from Detroit, Michigan. I would like to shine a light on Mr. Anthony White. He is the director for the Detroit Youth Choir. They were on America's Got Talent twice, and they are a big inspiration to the city of Detroit. All right, thank you, Angela. We love you here in the city of Detroit. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey, Angela. My name is Kendall out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was just calling because I'm a divorcee. I actually represented myself during my divorce. I have no previous law experience, but I was able to make it happen.
So my name is Janice, and I got married in 2007, and he knew I was going to be incarcerated. I went to go do my time, and he, of course, had an affair. We got divorced. And so at the end of the day, now I own businesses and everything like that. So where he thought he had a winner because she was in school and I went to jail,
it didn't pan out. His life didn't pan out that way. Every time he tried to keep up with me and open up a business, it failed.
You tapped in and way up with Angela Yee.